Good evening. My name is God's Power HFAB. I'm a forex trader, I'm a life coach, and to the glory of God, I have trained a lot of people on this platform. I want to say something. Um, we dropped this advert because we want to have a 4-day training. So that's why this advert was dropped some days ago. So now you'll be wondering, Mr. Cosmos and the rest of the members in the house, if you know you can hear me clearly, can you just type 1 in the chat box? You know you can hear me clearly. Can you type 1 in the chat box, please? You know you can hear me clearly. Can you just type 1 in the chat box? Okay. Let me proceed. Let me proceed. So let me continue. Let me share my screen. Let's see what we have for the program. Now, are you wondering what you'll be doing probably? For day 1, we'll be looking, which is today, we'll be looking into the introduction to forex trading. Then we'll now dive into exchange rates. We look into fundamental analysis. We look into technical analysis. Then we'll now look into technical analysis via strategies and indicators. For day 2, which is tomorrow, I don't advise anybody to miss tomorrow's class. We'll now dive into pips, lots, leverage, brokers, platforms, and charting softwares, types of traders, swing, day, position, scalp, technical analysis, charts and candlestick trends, indicators. This is exactly what we'll be dealing with tomorrow. Now, for next tomorrow, which is day 3, what are we going to be dealing with? We'll be dealing with MetaTrader 4, Android and desktop version. How to use MetaTrader 4. How to open trades using MetaTrader 4. We'll now look into market execution and pending orders. Lot size, partial closing, trade stopping, swing trading, hedging. Day 4, what are we going to be doing? Day 4 is going to be the last day for this program. We'll talk about management of trades, the use of my FX book, investing.com, Forex Factory, trading view, trading strategies that work, support and resistance, BUA, trading, so on and so forth. Are you with me? So these are the exact things we'll be looking at. Now, if you are here, I want to say a very big welcome to you. Because to the glory of God, I am so sure and I am certain that by the grace of God, you will definitely get everything here to the fullest. So let's start. Welcome, Mr. Olusegun Godwin. Welcome. So let's proceed. Forex market. What exactly is Forex? Forex refers to as Forex, foreign exchange, and is the largest financial market where currencies are bought, sold, and exchanged for one another. Unlike the stock market, it has no centralized exchange and transactions are performed over the counter. Participants trade with one another through a worldwide network of banks, brokers, and other financial institutes. It is one of the most actively traded markets in the world, with an average daily volume of $5 trillion or $5.2 trillion. Now, as a global market, Forex is open 245. When I mean 245, it is more open from Mondays to Fridays. To be very, very candid, you cannot trade Forex pairs Saturdays and Sundays. Go and make your research. The only thing I know you can trade is Bitcoin. Now, the major financial centers are based across every time zone. London, New York, Tokyo, Zurich, Frankfurt, Hong Kong, Singapore, Paris, Sydney. What we're trying to say is these countries have called. These are the major countries whereby you actually deal with currency pairs you trade with. For instance, UK, which is London, they are dealing with GBP. New York, which is in America, they deal with what? USD. Tokyo, which is Japan, they deal with JPY. Zurich, Switzerland, Swiss, CHF. Frankfurt, Germany, are you in Europe? Then you have Hong Kong, Japan, Singapore, yes, Singaporean dollar. Are you the symbol and all of it is there. Paris, France, Sydney, Australia, AUD card. Are you and what sections do we actually trade these things? Or what specific time zone are we looking at? Asia, Europe, America. Are you so that is the sections, or that's the first type of it. Now, you will probably be wondering, what exactly do we do in the forex market? In the forex market, the major thing we do in the forex market, we buy and we sell. I repeat, the major thing we do in the forex market, we buy and we sell. When we buy currency pairs in the forex market, it means that if you look at the red green animal, the green animal is a symbol of bull. The bull is always opposing the bear. The bear is the white one. And the white one are the sellers. Are you with me? So the buyers and the sellers are always opposing themselves. If you are here, if you are not a newbie, if you are used to forex, when you see candles, which I'll talk about in some subsequent classes, candles, you see a blue one and a red one. If you observe, candles never go in one direction. They always oppose themselves, meaning that if the buyers are trying to come into the market, the sellers will definitely try to oppose the market. Are you with me? Now, okay, let me even say something. Forex is more or less like today someone came to me and the person was like, Mr. Gospower, I have Liberian dollar. I don't know. It was even today I even discovered that Liberian dollar. I checked online, you can also do the same. Liberian dollar is about like one Liberian dollar is probably like 2.4 naira. Yes, 2.4 naira. So in other words, 100 Liberian dollar is something like 240 naira. Are you with me? So when the guy was discussing with me today, he was trying to tell me that he has some Liberian dollar that he wants to change it. Now, this guy went to the Northerners and tried changing it. So now, Liberian dollar to naira is more or less like an exchange rate. Are you with me? Liberian dollar to naira is more or less like what? An exchange rate. So that's a very good example of what forex. You are changing Liberian dollar to naira. You are changing US dollar to naira. For instance, you want to travel to US now and you want to go there with some United States dollars. Or you definitely convert your naira to what? To US. Who trades forex? You know, when I was a newbie in this business, something kept on coming to my mind that who exactly are those that trade forex? The people that majorly trade forex are one, the first body that are responsible for or that are in charge of forex. They are who? The central banks. Example of central banks are what? European Central Bank, Central Bank of Nigeria, Bank of England, Bank of Canada, Bank of America, Bank of Japan, so on and so forth. All these banks are the major banks that trade forex. Whenever you notice a great move in the forex market, these banks are responsible for it. The subordinate banks, the banks that assist, they are the commercial banks. EcoBank, Keystone Bank, Guarantee Trust Bank, uh, um, Polaris Bank, First Bank. All these banks you see that you make transactions with, they all trade forex. There is no bank that does not trade forex. In fact, I used to wonder, aside from this SMS alert, you don't see that the bank sponsors an event. There's a major body or there's a strong head that is in charge of that aspect. That's what that trades forex. Another body that is responsible for forex is multinational corporation. And the last one that is also responsible for forex are the individual investors. Who are the individual investors? The individual investors like you and I. Are you with me? The individual investors are you and I. You and I that they will know that how much is my money in the forex market. My money in the forex market is more or less like a peanut compared to what central banks will be trading with. I went online, I got a flow chart. I was trying to make analysis on, okay, let me even see a flow chart on how this thing will work. I discovered that the first body that is in charge of the forex market are the central bank. If you look at it, according to this flow chart, the central bank seems to represent the central organization or the body, central body that is holding. For instance, in Barcelona now, the strongest man or the strong man there is who? Messi. If Messi is not in that thing, they see Messi as their own god in that club. And if he's not in that team, they are in what? Trouble. They have to work extra miles. The other banks you see here are the major banks. These banks, they assist you, the central bank. Another one is commercial companies. Then the last one you see is the market makers. Who do you think the market makers are? The market breakers, the ECM brokers, retail traders are you and I. Another name for individual investors, like I said previously, are who? The retail traders. Let's talk about currency. The first listed currency of the currency pair is called the base currency, and the second listed currency is called the quote. Currency pairs compare the value of one country's currency to another. The base currency versus what? The base currency versus the second. Now, let me say this quickly. What is a currency? The currency is just simply a fiat that is used by a certain country. Like the fiat we use in Nigeria here is what? Naira. The fiat, United States, they use is what? USD. The fiat, Germans, they use is what? Euro. The fiat Japanese they use is what? Yen. And the fiat China they use is what? Yuan. Are you with me? So on and so forth. So these are just normal fiats we use. Now, when you say currency pair is like a pair of slippers, a pair of shoes. Of course, there's nobody that can wear just one shoe. When the person is not a madman and you are walking around the street, a pair of shoes is a combination of what left and right shoe, which seems to be what similar. Are you with me? So that's what currency pair seems to be. Now, for a currency pair, if you look at the first one, the first currency pair is Euro USD. Euro is the base currency, while USD is the quote currency. GBP AUD, GBP is the base currency, while AUD is the what? The quote currency. In other words, the first currency you see is termed as the base currency, while the second currency you see is termed as the what? The quote currency. For XAUUSD, like when we go on in this program, I will show you the things that are being traded in Forex. For instance, you trade stocks, indices, metals, Forex pairs. You trade so many things. I will show you some. I will show you later in subsequent classes. So XAUUSD is more or less like gold and United States. Like gold. For those that did, I'm sorry, I'm not intimidating you. For those that did science in school, chemistry, gold, the symbol of gold is AU. The symbol for silver is AG. In fact, should I even shock you? Should I tell you something that will shock you tonight? Do you know that polonium, one of the metals, there are 3 metals in Forex that are being traded. It's part of what? Forex. Are you? It's also there. You trade metals. Gold is a very heavy currency pair. Are you? Gold USD they are same as what? Very heavy currency pairs you trade. Exchange rates. Now, exchange rates is the rate at which one currency will be exchanged for another. It's also regarded as the value of one country's currency in relation to another. When we believe that one currency will rise against another currency, we buy the strong currency and we sell the weak currency. Another reason why exchange rate moves so fast may result to multi-billion naira companies that need to convert large amounts of money. Yes, what are they saying? For instance, who is in the house? Mr. Cosmos decides, Madam Vivian, welcome. For instance, Mr. Cosmos decides to go to Japan to buy some parts. Let's say probably Mr. Cosmos is the owner of Toyota and he has a branch in Nigeria. So the man decides to go to Japan to buy some parts. Do you think Mr. Cosmos will spend Naira in Japan? What Mr. Cosmos will be spending in Japan is yen. Are you with me? What Mr. Cosmos will spend in Japan is yen. So what will he do? He'll probably convert his Naira to what? To yen. And once this is converted, it takes it to Japan. It deposits in the Japanese banks there. And what happens? The man makes his business and he gets whatever I want to get from there. Are you with me? So whenever we do that, it is when a country is safe that you transact with them. If a country is not safe, you can never what? Transact with them. Are you with me? So let's start. Quote currency and base currency. Now let's do. I want to teach this topic deeply. Are you with me? So let's make a quick analysis. Exchange rates. Let's go straight to exchange. Let's not understand why Euro GBP has a value. Now, let's say, sorry, what you saw previously was just a forged value. So let's say this is Euro GBP. A quick way to enjoy this thing. Euro. Let us even go to Google and check. What is the conversion rate for Euro to Naira? What is the conversion rate for Euro to Naira? Thank God Google is appearing. Google. Sorry, let me show you my screen. Let me not look as if I've done a job. Let's check the conversion rate for Euro to Naira. And I'll go back to my board. I'll do my mathematics. Euro to Naira. Euro to Nigerian Naira. Thank God you can see my screen. Euro to Nigerian Naira presently, as of today, is 488.33. Go back and put that there. 488.33. $488.33. Let's put a stroke there. Then let's now go back to my screen. GBP to Naira, what's it? When I mean GBP, I mean Great Britain pounds. So I don't need to put the grammar there. Just put pounds to Naira. Pounds to Naira. Pounds to Naira. Thank God you're saying it. Pounds, 1 pound sterling to Naira is 569.83. 569.83. 569.83. I know pounds is greater. 569.83. Class, let's do our mathematics. 569.83. Just give me a minute, or please. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make use of my calculator. And if you are there, you can also help us out. If you say 488.33 divided by what? 569.83. According to my mathematics here, 569.833 is, according to my math, 569. Now, according to my math, when you convert euro 488.33 divided by 569.83 after being converted to Naira, that's GBP, the value I'm getting is 0.85. I got 0.8569. I got 0.8569. Now, class, let's go back to that place. Now go to Google and type exchange rate of GBP. What did I want? Okay, Euro GBP. Exchange rate exchange rate of Euro GBP, of Euro slash GBP. Let's see what Google give us. If I am lying, we will know. Look at it, class. Google approximates it to what? Exchange rate of Euro GBP is what? 0.86 pounds. Let's go to my screen and see my calculation done. Can you see? My exchange rate is also what? 0.8569, which is virtually approximately what? 0.86. So that is how exchange rate was being calculated. Very simple mathematics. Convert euro to naira. Yes, is there anybody that wants to counter? Yes, yes. Is there anybody that wants to speak? Convert euro to naira. Mr. Samuel, you have anything to say? Euro to naira is 48.33. Mr. Samuel, are you there? Euro to naira is 488.33. Please, if you know you can hear me clearly, just type 1 in the chat box. GBP to naira is 569.83. 488.33 divided by 569.83 gives you what? 0.8569. When I checked Google, Google was telling me here now that the exchange rate as of today is 0.8669. I think so. That's what Google was trying to say. So that's exchange rate. Now let me do something very beautiful tonight. I can hear you, sir. Oh, God bless you, sir. Now, if you know you are understanding this class and you're enjoying this class, type 5 in the chat box. You know you're enjoying this class and you're hearing me clearly, type 5 in the chat box. You know you are hearing me clearly and you enjoy this class. Oh, my word. This is so marvelous. Thank you, Mr. Gabriel. You are blessed. Thank you. I'm getting the 5s. Thank you so much. I just want to be sure that I'm not talking to myself. Now look at this. If the exchange rate 0.8569, there's something I wanted to say, I just forgot. Now, I want to tell you how to buy and how to sell in this business. Look at it, class. Let's say Euro GBP, according to my mathematics, it was 488.33. 488.33. You are blessed. The class is live, though I joined late. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Samuel. You are blessed. 488.33 slash 569.33. Don't worry. I promise all of you something. I always do something for my students. Whenever I create a class like this, I have a YouTube link. I will drop my link on the platform so that I can watch the live video. Can watch it live. Please do me a favor. Once you watch the video, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, please. Once you subscribe, you get other updates directly on that channel. Look at the class. 488.33 for Euro to Naira. 569.33 GBP to Naira. Led to what? 0.8569, according to my mathematics. And thank God I made all those proofs. What if an hour later, Mr. Samuel gets an information that, hey, oh boy, Euro has increased in the market too. Euro has increased to 588. 588.33. Immediately, the man gets the information that Euro has increased to what? 588.33. Geo mathematics. The value will definitely increase. It will go up. If you think it's a lie, let me do something. Let me do something if you think I'm lying. 588.33. 588.33. 588.33 divided by what? 569.83. According to my mathematics, you can also follow me up there to be sure that I'm not doing rubbish to you guys and I'm explaining well. According to my mathematics, my value is 1.0324. 1.0324. Now, class, look at it. As the Exchange rate not increased from 0.8569 to what? 1.0324. It has increased. So once the base currency increases, what do you do, class? You buy. Like I said previously, you do two things. You either buy or you sell. Once the base currency increases, what do? You buy. Let's do my mathematics again. Let's say I count my mathematics again. Who is in the house again? Let me check. Mr. Oluwatosin calls me and says, oh boy, horsepower. Euro has dropped in the market. Hey, I'll now shout. To what, sir? The man now says that Euro has dropped to what? 288.33. 288.33. 288.33 to the previous value of GBP USD. 569.33. Once I go on to that, then 288.33, that will be 288.33 divided by 569.83. Guys, guess what? My value here is what? 0.5059. So if I have 0.5059, that means that it dropped from that exchange rate to what? 0.5059. What am I saying in essence? This is an indication that what? Sell. See, I want to say something quickly. So many people used to mistake the pattern of Bitcoin to Forex. It's two different things. Right now, Bitcoin has dropped. Like I heard today, it is rising gradually. When Bitcoin goes down, what do? You buy. If you buy, let's say Bitcoin is presently at $16 million, I'm assuming. When you buy at $16 million and Bitcoin increases to $64 million, let's say probably you came into the Bitcoin with $200, and as 64, 64 is like 4 times. That's $800. What do? You sell. You sell to get what? To get your profits. And you leave. That's how I do business. So you sell to leave some profits and leave the other one. Are you with me? But Bitcoin is not Forex. In Forex, when an exchange rate drops, what do? You sell. You are selling because, don't worry, I will explain some things to you, because the take profit is heading down. And you are buying because the take profit is heading up. I will explain take profit and stop loss to you tomorrow. Are you with me? So thank you, class. That's that. Don't forget, I will drop my link. And please, when you have my link, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will drop the video. I will drop the recorded video tonight. I promise you. Let's continue. The last one is fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis is a way of looking at the forex market. They're analyzing economical, social, and political forces that may affect currency pairs. Now, what we are trying to say is fundamental analysis is the process whereby you view the market. Okay, what is happening in the market? Has Trump done this? Has Trump done that? And you now enter the market, or you wait to see the present condition of the market before you enter. Now, class, when coronavirus was on last year, that kind of situation is called what? Economic situation. That kind of situation is called what? Economical situation. That's for that coronavirus period. That coronavirus really triggered the market. Triggered the market can happen in 2 ways. Is that the market was buying seriously or the market was selling seriously? Political forces. Political forces is a very good example of the election that took place around January. That election time, I'll never forget. I gained a lot that election period. Why? Because the market was triggered. And smart traders were able to win in the markets as at that time. Now, if a country is good, that is when you look at what I was saying about somebody that converted money to yen and went to Japan to buy some things in Japan. If a country is okay, that's when that can happen. If a country is not okay, you can't try it. So in other words, when coronavirus came in and stopped a lot of activities, the market was affected in a way. I think. So let's go straight to technical analysis. Technical analysis, study of price pattern on a particular asset. There are many ways to identify patterns in the market, but most technicians will focus on the following tools: Fibonacci level, horizontal line, drawing tools, so on and so forth. Now, class, what I will say is this. In subsequent classes, I will teach you how to use TradingView. Like as I am both fundamental and what technical trader. Some people will say, I'm a fundamental analyst, I'm not a technical analyst, which is very wrong. If you want to enjoy this business, you have to be on both sides. I know people that hire some other people to give them information on news before they can trade. I don't do that. If you want to be, if you want to do both successfully. I should even tell you something that will shock you tonight. The people, all these technical analysts, you see, they make I think they get more analysis more compared to what? Compared to what they call them, compared to the fundamental analyst. If you are a technical trader and you are here, make your research. Sometimes I don't even need to go to the forex market to even check what is happening. No, I just make my analysis, zoom, I'm into the market. And to the glory of God, since when I've been doing that, it has been so profitable to me. It has been very, very good to me. Once I do that, I swing into the market and it goes well for me. Are you with me? So that is that for technical analysis. A quick recap of what I did tonight. For those that are just coming in, welcome. Welcome. I guess network is disturbing some people. Welcome. Tomorrow is another day. Please, if you miss today's class, please don't miss tomorrow's class. Tomorrow's class is a great one. Tomorrow's class, I'll be making calculations on pips, lot size, so on and so forth. Today, we'll talk about the definition of Forex. In case you are a newbie and you are saying that they have an idea of Forex, I don't have an idea. I started from the basics. I gave definitions, I defined it. What is Forex? Which I do. I now told you, what do you do in this market? It's not like Bitcoin. Bitcoin, you can buy and sell. You can use Bitcoin to purchase items. You can do pair to pair. Are you with me? So, but in Forex, what you do, you buy and you sell. Then I talked about who trade Forex. I said the people that trade Forex, they are central banks, commercial banks, multinational corporations, individual investors. And I said that the central banks, they are the major ones that affect my. Whenever you see a long candle buying, a long candle selling, central banks have done a big job. In fact, I used to remember what my mentor used to call them then. You say the big guns are in the market. Yes, the big guns are in the market. I told you I went online to get a flow chart for you to get analysis of this. I mean, looking at the flow chart, it helps you a lot. I talked about base currency and quote currency. In fact, if you watch the recorded video I'll be dropping tonight, I did some little mathematics. I went to convert euro to naira. I converted GBP to naira. I smashed them together. I got exchange rates. In other words, exchange rate is, in quotes, is just a simple definition. It's simply the value of the base currency and the quote currency, dividing them to get a single value. I went as far as talking about what? Exchange rate, which I just said now. Then I also dived into fundamental analysis. So fundamental analysis is a way of looking at Forex market just to analyze. I talked about what happened in the coronavirus period, how people lost their money in that period, and people gained. I also talked about technical analysis. Technical analysis is the process of using TradingView. If you are here, TradingView should not be a new thing to you. Sorry, if you are into Forex market here, TradingView is not something. There is no day I don't operate TradingView. No day. Why? Because I am always on my system making analysis. And most times, if I'm not on my system, I use my phone to make this analysis. I want to thank everybody that came for today's program. It is not easy, despite the hectic moments you'll be having. You took your time to come for this program. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for coming. Please, I want to say something quickly. Today's class is more or less like a theoretical aspect of Forex. I agree. Tomorrow's class will be a great one. Tomorrow's class, in fact, if care is not taken, I might be dropping 2 links tomorrow. If care is not taken, I might be dropping 2 links tomorrow. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate all of you. Please don't forget, once I drop the recorded version, Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much and God bless. Is there any question before I go? 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 Okay, somebody has dropped something. Yes. Okay, Mr. Samuel, ask your question. You can mute yourself. We have just 7 minutes to do all this, please. I have questions. Mr. Samuel, ask your question quickly, please. Quickly. Mr. Cosmos, also unmute yourself. Mr. Samuel, mute yourself, please. Please unmute yourselves. Mr. Cosmos, welcome, sir.
Oh, good evening, sir.
Oh, good evening, Mr. Cosmos. How is everything with you, sir?
Fine, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I really appreciate for the lecture this night.
Oh, thank you, sir.
My question is on this technical analysis. If you can throw more light on technical analysis, I don't understand it very well.
Yes. No, I said technical analysis is a way of using tools to predict your trade in the forex market. Like technical analysis, as a technical trader, what you work with mostly is trading view. Are you with me? You will now draw lines to determine your support and resistance. You now use moving average, you use MACD, use RSI, relative strength index, stochastic, Williams percent ratio to predict your trade. So once you get your trade, your analysis right, you now take it and go to MetaTrader 4. Day 3, sir, I will talk about MetaTrader 4. Are you with me? So that's it. I will talk more on technical analysis in subsequent classes, I promise you. I promise you on that. You get it, Mr.
Okay.
Cosmo? Yeah. Are you okay with that?
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sir. Yes, sir. Someone wants to ask a question. Mr. Samuel, ask your question, please. I'm with you. Please unmute yourself and ask your questions if you have any question.
Hello, good evening.
Oh, good evening, Ms. Mayoga.
Hello,
Welcome,
good evening,
sir.
sir.
Welcome, sir. Welcome, Mayoga.
Yes, sir. I want to ask a simple question, please. From this class we've had so far with you, is it possible for beginners like us to get something meaningful from forex trading, as in to trade forex trading maybe from the scratch, and then we become professionals from this class you are going to give to us?
Mayoga, see, let me tell you something tonight that will marvel you. This program I organized, if you can be consistent with my training, I am not a scammer, but if you can be consistent, you follow this pattern, you will trade forex yourself and you earn from it. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I would have shown you the performance of some of my students. I will show you that tomorrow for you to know I'm not forging stories here. And you see it on Telegram. And should I shock you, sir? I will even invite one on Thursday to come and discuss with you people and share his own testimony. If you finish with my training successfully, I'm not saying this is not the only training I will organize. I'm still going to organize another 2 weeks training. I will talk about that tomorrow. Are you with me? So in total, that will be 3 weeks. Are you with me? If you are consistent with my training, I can assure you, be a professional in this business. I'm not giving you stories here. Are you with me, sir? Mr. Samuel. Mr. Samuel, is that clear, sir?
Yes, thank you. It's done.
Okay. Just try to come for tomorrow's class. If you come for tomorrow's class, you are consistent, you enjoy the program. I assure you that. Yeah.
I will.
Oh, thank you, sir. Is there any other question again? We have just 4 minutes to go. Is there any other question?
No, I don't have.
Oh, thank you, class.
I don't have any other question.
Okay. Mr. Funshaw, Mr. JP, Mr. Luatoin, is there any question?
Sir, please, the YouTube channel.
Yes.
The YouTube channel so that we can follow you up.
Oh, definitely. I will drop it.
And learn more from there.
Oh, thank you, sir. I will drop it. I'll show you that. I will drop it. I promise you that. Yeah. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. So, good night and have a wonderful night, choice. God bless you. See you tomorrow, same time, 8 p.m. Thank you so much. Good night, everybody. Good night.